What if I told you the secret to controlling your blood pressure isn't just in your heart or your arteries, but deep inside your gut? Most people think high blood pressure comes only from salt, stress, or lack of exercise. But science has uncovered something surprising. The tiny microbes living in your digestive system may be silently controlling your blood pressure every single day. In this video, we're diving into the shocking connection between gut health and blood pressure, why an unhealthy gut can push your pressure higher, and how healing your gut can calm your heart and protect your vessels. The gut-heart axis explained. When we think about high blood pressure, we usually picture stiff arteries, excess salt, or stress hormones. But recent science is shining a light on something far less obvious: the gut. Your digestive system is home to over 100 trillion bacteria, fungi, and other microbes, collectively called the gut microbiome. Far from being passive, these organisms act like a powerful control center for many body functions, including metabolism, immunity, and even blood pressure. What is the gut microbiome? The gut microbiome is a living ecosystem that thrives inside your intestines. A balanced gut contains a mix of good bacteria that aid digestion, fight inflammation, and produce beneficial compounds, along with small numbers of bad bacteria. Problems start when this balance tips, a condition known as dysbiosis. Healthy gut bacteria produce important molecules called short-chain fatty acids, such as butyrate, acetate, and propionate. These SCFAs travel through the bloodstream and help relax blood vessels, improve insulin sensitivity, and calm inflammation, all crucial factors in keeping blood pressure under control. The gut-heart axis. Scientists use the term gut-heart axis to describe the communication link between your gut and your cardiovascular system. Here's how it works. Nutrient processing. The food you eat isn't just fueling your body, it's feeding your microbes. In return, microbes produce compounds that either support or harm heart health. Blood vessel function. SCFAs from good bacteria signal your arteries to stay flexible and open. Without enough short-chain fatty acids, vessels become stiff, increasing resistance and raising blood pressure. Immune regulation. Around 70% of your immune system sits in your gut. When gut bacteria are healthy, they calm inflammation. When they're imbalanced, they trigger chronic low-grade inflammation, which damages vessel walls and contributes to hypertension. Nervous system connection. The gut and brain constantly talk through the vagus nerve. Stress, mood, and even anxiety influence the gut, while microbial imbalances can alter stress responses, both impacting blood pressure regulation. Scientific evidence. Studies show clear differences in the gut microbiomes of people with normal blood pressure versus those with hypertension. In fact, people with high blood pressure often have fewer SCFA-producing bacteria and more harmful species that produce toxic byproducts. Animal studies reveal that transplanting gut bacteria from hypertensive mice into healthy ones can actually raise blood pressure, proving a direct link. Human studies suggest probiotics, prebiotics, and fiber-rich diets can restore a healthier microbiome and lead to measurable drops in systolic and diastolic blood pressure. Why you've never heard of this before? The gut-heart axis is relatively new in medical research. For decades, doctors focused primarily on sodium, obesity, and stress. While these remain important, the gut adds another layer to the puzzle. Ignoring it means missing a critical opportunity to control blood pressure in a natural, science-backed way. How an unhealthy gut raises blood pressure. If a healthy gut supports heart health, then it makes sense that an unhealthy gut can quietly sabotage your blood pressure. But how exactly does this happen? Let's break it down. 1. Dysbiosis, the imbalance that starts it all. Dysbiosis occurs when the ratio of good to bad microbes in your gut gets disrupted. This imbalance often comes from a poor diet, high in sugar and processed foods, low in fiber, or frequent antibiotic use. When harmful bacteria dominate, they release toxic byproducts such as lipopolysaccharides (LPS). These molecules leak into the bloodstream and trigger chronic inflammation, a well-known driver of hypertension. Inflammation damages the delicate lining of blood vessels, making them stiff and less able to expand. Over time, this raises vascular resistance, forcing the heart to pump harder. 2. Salt sensitivity and gut microbes. Here's a fascinating discovery. Gut microbes can even influence how your body responds to salt. Studies show that certain bacteria help process sodium in ways that protect against high blood pressure. When those bacteria are lacking, excess salt becomes far more dangerous, leading to a sharper rise in blood pressure compared to someone with a healthier gut flora. That means two people eating the same salty meal may have very different blood pressure spikes simply because of differences in their gut bacteria. 3. Reduce short-chain fatty acids. As we mentioned earlier, beneficial bacteria produce SCFAs like butyrate and propionate, which have anti-inflammatory and vessel-relaxing effects. When dysbiosis takes over, SCFA levels drop. Without enough of these protective compounds, arteries stiffen, inflammation spreads, and blood pressure creeps upward. It's like losing your body's natural brakes against hypertension. 4. Stress, mood, and the gut-brain connection. Your gut talks directly to your brain through the vagus nerve and chemical messengers. Dysbiosis can disturb this gut-brain communication, leading to higher stress reactivity. Stress hormones such as cortisol and adrenaline spike blood pressure instantly, and when this stress response becomes chronic, hypertension follows. This explains why people with gut imbalances often also struggle with anxiety, poor sleep, and mood swings, all of which worsen blood pressure. 5. The leaky gut problem. A healthy gut lining acts like a strong filter, letting nutrients through while blocking harmful compounds. But dysbiosis can cause leaky gut, where the lining becomes too porous. As toxins and undigested food particles leak into the bloodstream, the immune system goes into overdrive, creating inflammation that damages vessels and raises blood pressure. Think of it as tiny sparks of inflammation constantly burning inside your arteries, making them less flexible and more prone to pressure buildup. 6. Obesity and metabolism. Gut bacteria also control how your body stores fat and uses energy. Unhealthy gut flora are linked to insulin resistance, obesity, and metabolic syndrome, all major risk factors for hypertension. Dysbiosis makes it easier to gain weight and harder to lose it, especially around the belly. And excess belly fat directly stresses the cardiovascular system. 7. The domino effect. The scary part. All these problems, salt sensitivity, inflammation, leaky gut, stress reactivity, obesity, don't happen in isolation. They reinforce each other in a vicious cycle. A poor gut makes you more sensitive to salt. Salt worsens dysbiosis. Dysbiosis leads to inflammation. Inflammation stiffens arteries. And stiff arteries lock you into high blood pressure. This is why many people with hypertension struggle to control it, even when they cut salt or exercise. If the gut isn't addressed, the underlying cycle continues. The best gut-friendly foods for blood pressure control. Now that we understand how gut imbalance can fuel high blood pressure, the next question is, what can we eat to fix it? The answer lies in nourishing your gut with foods that feed beneficial bacteria, calm inflammation, and restore the gut-blood pressure connection. Here are some of the most powerful categories of gut-friendly foods. 1. Fiber-rich foods, the foundation of gut health. If there's one nutrient your gut craves the most, it's dietary fiber. Fiber serves as food for the good bacteria in your intestines, allowing them to produce short-chain fatty acids, SCFAs, like butyrate. These short-chain fatty acids lower inflammation, improve blood vessel flexibility, and directly reduce blood pressure. Best sources: oats, barley, lentils, chickpeas, beans, apples, pears, carrots, leafy greens. Tip: aim for at least 25 to 30 grams of fiber per day. Start slow to avoid bloating and increase gradually. 2. Fermented foods, nature's probiotics. Fermented foods deliver live bacteria, probiotics, straight into your gut. These helpful microbes restore balance, reduce harmful bacteria, and strengthen your gut lining. Multiple studies have shown that people who regularly consume fermented foods experience modest but meaningful drops in blood pressure. Examples: yogurt, unsweetened, kefir, sauerkraut, kimchi, miso, tempeh, and kombucha. Science highlight: a 2020 study found that daily consumption of probiotic-rich yogurt lowered both systolic and diastolic blood pressure by improving gut flora diversity. 3. Prebiotic foods, fuel for good bacteria. Probiotics are the bacteria themselves, but prebiotics are what they eat. Prebiotics are special types of fiber that selectively nourish good bacteria, helping them thrive. When probiotics and prebiotics work together, the gut produces more short-chain fatty acids and maintains a healthy lining. Rich prebiotic foods, garlic, onions, leeks, asparagus, bananas, slightly green, chicory root, and Jerusalem artichokes. Tip: add chopped onions or garlic to your cooking daily. It's an easy way to boost gut health and heart protection. 4. Polyphenol-rich foods, antioxidants for gut and heart. Polyphenols are powerful plant compounds that act like fuel for beneficial bacteria while also lowering oxidative stress in the body. Some gut microbes break down polyphenols into compounds that relax blood vessels and improve circulation. Best sources: berries, cherries, red grapes, pomegranates, dark chocolate, 70% plus cacao, olive oil, and green tea. Special mention: berries are double powerful. They're rich in both fiber and polyphenols, making them excellent for lowering blood pressure. 5. Omega-3 rich foods, anti-inflammatory superstars. While not directly a prebiotic or probiotic, omega-3 fatty acids dramatically reduce gut-driven inflammation, which protects blood vessels from stiffening. They also influence the gut microbiome positively, increasing strains linked to better heart health. Best sources: fatty fish like salmon, sardines and mackerel, flax seeds, chia seeds, and walnuts. Science connection: studies link omega-3 intake with lower systolic pressure, partly due to their anti-inflammatory gut effects. 6. Legumes and pulses, the blood pressure-friendly combo. Beans, lentils, and peas are not only high in fiber, but also contain plant proteins that help reduce artery stiffness. They lower cholesterol, improve gut health, and provide slow-digesting carbs that stabilize blood sugar, an important factor for preventing hypertension. Tip: try replacing meat-based meals with lentil soups or bean stews 2 to 3 times a week. 7. Nuts and seeds, tiny but mighty. Almonds, pistachios, flax seeds, and chia seeds are rich in both fiber and healthy fats. They nurture beneficial gut bacteria and improve heart health simultaneously. Some studies show that daily nut consumption reduces both systolic and diastolic blood pressure. Serving size: a small handful of nuts or 2 tablespoons of seeds per day is enough to see benefits. 8. Limit foods that harm gut and pressure. Of course, improving gut health isn't only about what you add, it's also about what you remove. Certain foods damage gut balance and worsen hypertension. Processed foods high in sugar feed harmful bacteria. Refined carbs, white bread, pastries, spike blood sugar and promote dysbiosis. Excessive alcohol erodes the gut lining. High-salt processed foods not only raise blood pressure directly, but also reduce gut microbial diversity. Putting it all together, a gut-heart-friendly day of eating. Breakfast: oats topped with berries, flax seeds, and unsweetened yogurt. Lunch: lentil salad with olive oil, garlic, onions, and leafy greens. Snack: a handful of almonds and a green banana. Dinner: grilled salmon with steamed asparagus and sauerkraut on the side. This combination delivers fiber, probiotics, prebiotics, polyphenols, and omega-3s, a perfect recipe for gut balance and blood pressure control. Lifestyle habits that strengthen the gut-heart connection. Food is the foundation, but lifestyle is the glue that holds everything together. Even if you eat the healthiest gut-friendly diet, daily habits can either support or sabotage your progress. The good news is that simple, science-backed lifestyle choices can dramatically improve your gut microbiome, and in turn, lower your blood pressure. 1. Stress management, calming the gut-brain axis. Stress doesn't just affect your mood, it directly impacts your gut. Chronic stress activates the gut-brain axis, causing your intestines to release inflammatory chemicals, weaken the gut lining, and disrupt microbiome balance. This cascade leads to higher blood pressure. What to do? Deep breathing and meditation. Just 5 to 10 minutes a day can lower cortisol and reduce gut inflammation. Mindful breaks. Step away from work screens and take short gut resets throughout the day. Hobbies and laughter. Activities you genuinely enjoy improve gut microbiota diversity. Remember, a calm mind equals a calmer gut and calmer blood pressure. 2. Regular physical activity. Movement nourishes the microbiome. Exercise is one of the most underrated gut healers. Studies show that people who engage in regular physical activity have a more diverse gut microbiome, which translates into better production of blood pressure-lowering compounds. Best activities for gut-heart health: brisk walking or jogging, boosts circulation and gut motility. Yoga and stretching reduces stress hormones that damage the gut lining. Strength training improves insulin sensitivity, protecting gut balance. Science fact: a 2019 study found that previously sedentary adults who began exercising for just 6 weeks experienced a significant increase in gut microbial diversity, especially strains linked to lower blood pressure. 3. Quality sleep, the silent gut healer. Poor sleep disrupts both gut health and blood pressure. Sleep deprivation raises stress hormones, alters hunger-regulating hormones, and even reduces beneficial gut bacteria. Tips for better sleep: stick to a consistent bedtime routine. Limit blue light exposure 1 to 2 hours before bed. Avoid heavy meals, alcohol, and caffeine late at night. Hook line for narration. Think of sleep as the night shift repair crew for your gut and heart. Skip it, and your body pays the price with higher blood pressure. 4. Hydration. Water as a gut balancer. Staying hydrated supports digestion, keeps the gut lining healthy, and prevents constipation, which slows bacterial balance. Dehydration, on the other hand, thickens the blood and stresses the cardiovascular system. Guideline: aim for 8 to 10 cups of water daily, more if you exercise or live in a hot climate. Add herbal teas like chamomile or peppermint. They soothe digestion and may slightly lower blood pressure. 5. Limiting antibiotic overuse. While antibiotics save lives, overusing them destroys beneficial bacteria, leaving the gut vulnerable to harmful microbes that drive inflammation and hypertension. What you can do: only use antibiotics when medically necessary. After treatment, focus on probiotic foods and fiber to restore balance. 6. Mindful eating. How you eat matters. It's not just what you eat, it's how you eat. Eating too quickly while distracted or in stressful environments disrupts digestion and puts pressure on your gut. Better practices: eat slowly, chew thoroughly, and avoid eating on the go. Pay attention to satiety cues to avoid overeating. Make meals in relaxed family or personal time instead of rushing. 7. Avoiding excess alcohol and smoking. Both alcohol and smoking are gut microbiome destroyers. Alcohol erodes the gut lining, while smoking reduces bacterial diversity and drives inflammation. Both directly raise blood pressure. Tip: if you drink, stick to moderate levels. For most adults, that's up to 1 drink a day. Quitting smoking provides almost immediate benefits to gut and heart health. 8. Consistency is key. The gut thrives on routine. Random sleep patterns, skipped meals, or inconsistent exercise confuse the body and disrupt the microbiome. Instead, build habits that you can sustain long-term. A simple framework to remember: eat well, move daily, sleep deeply, stress less, stay hydrated. By combining gut-friendly foods with these lifestyle strategies, you're not just lowering blood pressure, you're creating a resilient foundation for lifelong health. Emerging science in the future of gut-blood pressure research. For decades, high blood pressure was seen only as a plumbing problem. Too much pressure inside the arteries caused by salt, stress, or genetics. But science is rewriting that story, and at the center of this shift is the gut microbiome. Researchers now believe that your gut might hold the missing piece in treating and even preventing hypertension. 1. The rise of microbiome medicine. In just the last 10 years, The microbiome has become one of the most exciting frontiers of medical science. We've learned that the trillions of bacteria in the gut produce chemical messengers that travel throughout the body, influencing the immune system, metabolism, and even brain function. For blood pressure, these microbes create short-chain fatty acids, SCFAs, like acetate, butyrate, and propionate. SCFAs help relax blood vessels, improve insulin sensitivity, and reduce inflammation, all critical for controlling hypertension. But if the gut is imbalanced, harmful bacteria dominate, producing toxic byproducts like trimethylamine, N-oxide, TMAO, which stiffens arteries and raises blood pressure. This duality makes the gut a potential switch between health and disease. 2. Cutting-edge research on probiotics. Recent clinical trials have shown that probiotic supplements may modestly lower blood pressure. A 2020 review found that certain strains like Lactobacillus helveticus and Bifidobacterium can reduce both systolic and diastolic pressure. Researchers believe this happens because these strains break down proteins into bioactive peptides that act like natural ACE inhibitors, the same mechanism as some blood pressure medications. We may be heading toward a future where doctors prescribe personalized probiotic therapies as part of hypertension treatment. 3. Fecal transplants and gut reset therapies. It might sound strange, but fecal microbiota transplantation, FMT, transferring healthy gut bacteria from a donor into a patient, is already being tested for metabolic diseases. Early animal studies suggest that FMT from a healthy donor can normalize blood pressure in hypertensive subjects. While it's not yet mainstream, this shows just how powerful the gut's influence on the heart can be. In the future, gut resets may become part of personalized hypertension management. 4. The role of prebiotics and postbiotics. Beyond probiotics, scientists are exploring prebiotics, fibers that feed healthy bacteria, and postbiotics, the beneficial compounds bacteria produce. Prebiotics like inulin and resistant starch are being studied for their ability to promote SCFA-producing bacteria, directly lowering blood pressure. Postbiotics, like butyrate, may one day be delivered in supplement form to provide direct cardiovascular protection without relying solely on diet. This could open doors for patients who struggle with dietary changes. 5. Personalized microbiome testing. Right now, most doctors don't test your gut microbiome, but commercial microbiome testing is becoming more available. In the future, your doctor might run a stool test to see which bacteria dominate your gut, whether your microbiome produces more harmful byproducts like TMAO, how your gut may be affecting your blood pressure. From there, you'd get a personalized nutrition and probiotic prescription to restore balance and improve heart health. 6. The gut-brain-heart triangle. Emerging science also highlights the gut-brain-heart connection. Remember, the gut produces neurotransmitters like serotonin and GABA. When the gut is unhealthy, these signals get disrupted, leading to anxiety, poor sleep, and stress, all known blood pressure triggers. Future therapies may combine gut-focused interventions with stress reduction techniques to provide a triple benefit for mental health, gut health, and cardiovascular health. 7. What this means for you. While much of this science is still developing, you don't have to wait for the future. You can already use gut-friendly strategies today. Eat fiber-rich plant foods, include fermented foods in your diet, exercise regularly, prioritize stress reduction and sleep. By doing so, you're already tapping into the same pathways researchers are trying to harness with advanced therapies. The science is clear. The gut isn't just about digestion anymore. It's one of the most powerful regulators of blood pressure, and by protecting it, you're protecting your heart. The future of hypertension treatment may not just come from a pill bottle, it may come from your own gut. Conclusion. The link between gut health and blood pressure may feel surprising, but the science is undeniable. Your gut is not just a digestive machine, it's a control center for your entire body, influencing inflammation, hormones, and even the flexibility of your arteries. When your gut bacteria are balanced, they release powerful compounds that calm blood vessels, regulate blood pressure, and protect the heart. But when harmful bacteria take over, they create toxins that stiffen arteries, trigger inflammation, and silently push your pressure higher. The good news? You're not powerless. Every bite of fiber-rich vegetables, every spoonful of fermented foods, and every mindful choice to move, rest, or distress is a signal to your gut and to your heart that you are building resilience. So the next time you think about lowering blood pressure, remember, it's not just about salt or pills, it's about nourishing the trillions of helpers living inside you. If you found this video eye-opening, hit that like button to spread the message. Subscribe to our channel for more doctor-approved health insights, and don't forget to share this video with someone you care about, because protecting gut health could literally save their heart. Your journey to better blood pressure may start not in your medicine cabinet, but right in your gut.